Hello and welcome to Business 258, Compensation and Benefits. My name is Nicole Peters and welcome to the course. So this course is now open and will run through December. Please make sure to log into Blackboard and follow the steps in the Getting Started area. Everything that you will need to know about the course can be found in this area over here to the left called Getting Started. As you can see, when you go into the Getting Started area, there are several different steps located for you or listed out for you. Step 1 through step 7. All the questions that you'll have about the course should be answered in these areas, depending on what your questions are, of course. If you want to know about the syllabus or the course schedule, late work policies, attendance, again, everything is found in these different steps in the Getting Started. You will have a Getting Started quiz. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So again, log in and get right to work on that Getting Started. Now, because this course is offered solely online, it's important that you keep up with the work on a daily basis. Listen, this is a college level business course. You should expect to dedicate at least 3 to 5 hours a week on not only this course, but all of the classes that you're taking. Right, so logging in on the day that assignments are due. Sometimes your online assignments are typically due on, let's say Sundays or Mondays. Waiting until the day something is due is never a good idea. And those who typically do not do well in online courses do just that. They procrastinate, they wait until it's due, they log in, and then they try to cram all the work that they need to do in that one day. And that's really just a recipe for disaster. So please be proactive. There are 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. That's over 168 hours of opportunity that you can be working on your work. Now, I realize we do have other things in our lives besides college. Some of us are full-time, we work full-time, we have a family, but carving out those 3 to 5 hours and scheduling that is really important, especially if you want to do well in college. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some important due dates that are coming up. Oh, before we talk about those due dates, I do want to discuss the textbook. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and purchase that textbook as soon as possible, as there are assignments that will be due fairly soon. Now, information on the textbook can be found in the course resources. You can find that over in the Getting Started course resources. There are a lot of different areas that you can find that textbook information. I will note this, I really don't care what format you purchase. Ebook, if you rent it, if you purchase off the internet, if you get it from the bookstore, I really don't care as long as you get the correct book with the correct edition. So it's the 10th edition, Compensation and Benefits. You'll see that when you go and look at that information. But again, just make sure that you get the right textbook and the right edition, and we are all set. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at those important due dates coming up. So on the 24th of August, you have 2 things that are due. First, you have the course entry quiz that's located over to the left in the Getting Started. It also has its own little area too, so that way you can't miss it. So if you go in here, the course entry quiz due date is the 24th. But if you go into the Getting Started, because I told you to go in there first, you'll see that the very first step is to take that course entry quiz. And it takes you to the exact same spot. Now, that course entry quiz does not count toward your grade. It is a college-wide quiz that we have for all of our online classes. It's basically how we know that a student enters the course. Failure to take that quiz, let's go ahead and back up for just a moment, talk about why it's so important. Because if you don't take that quiz by the 24th of August, you will be withdrawn from the course. This is a college-wide policy. I might have already mentioned that this quiz does not count toward your grade. If I haven't mentioned that already, I'm mentioning it now. Please make sure that you take that quiz. It's just, again, it doesn't count toward your grade, and we have to have you take it prior to the 24th. When I go in on the 25th, and if you haven't taken it, I am to withdraw you from the course. And that I have no control over. Even if you come in and take it, on the 25th at 6 in the morning, I still technically have to withdraw you. So please make sure that you take it on the 24th. Along with the Getting Started. I did mention that there is a quiz in the Getting Started. If I didn't mention that already, I'm going to go ahead and mention it now. Once you are done with all the different steps, so go through all the different steps. At the bottom, the last step is Getting Started quiz. This is just a quiz that goes through the expectations. Did you read the syllabus? What's the late work policy? What's the attendance policy? What are students responsible for in the class? That kind of thing. So as long as you go through all the different steps, you will do just fine on that getting started quiz. The getting started quiz does count toward your grade. So make sure you pay attention when you're reading that syllabus and that course schedule. But you do have unlimited temps with no time limit. I'm not trying to trick you. I just want to make sure that you're successful. And I think it's really important to set those expectations up front on day one, so you know what you need to do to be successful in this course. All right, I think that covers it. Let me just hop back over and make sure that I have everything here. Yep. Again, thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to a great semester. I will hold some Teams meetings throughout the semester, and I will also be uploading videos throughout the semester as well. All right, thank you so much, and please reach out if you have any questions.